Isaac Newton defines Isaac Newton as an English scientist who is a leading physicist and mathematician. Newton was born on December 25, 1643, in England and died on March 20, 1727. And Newton came to prominence during the scientific revolution of the 17th century. Physics and mathematics, which was one of the most important discoveries of all. Newton also dropped out of education for a while due to family problems. But he's been able to show his mechanical ability in Grantham since he was young. His skill in building models of machines, such as watches and windmills, has emerged. Newton was able to attend Trinity College at Cambridge University, and he was the oldest student because of his interruption. And Newton started his higher education by deepening. And Newton perfected Descartes' work perfectly. And Newton was able to earn a bachelor's degree in 1665. As Newton began researching new philosophy and new mathematics and making it his own, Isaac Newton's ideas are defined as the foundation of modern physics, with Newton teaching himself after graduating from Cambridge University in 1665, where he began learning mathematics, physics, optics and astronomy on his own.
Here are the most important quotes and sayings by Isaac Newton.
If I have done great things, it's because I was standing in the closet of smart men taking notes, and then publishing their ideas as my own. Philosophy is such an impertinently litigious lady, a man is good to be engaged in lawsuits as have to do with her. Yet one thing secures us ever betide. The scriptures assure us that the Lord will provide. I have exhausted my abilities. My name brings me success. Tact is the knack king a. Point out making an enemy, syst doesn't make sense. When I look at the solar system, the Earth is at the appropriate distance from the Sun to receive the necessary amount of heat and light. I can calculate the movement of celestial bodies, but not the folly of men, in the absence of any dare proof. The thumb cone would convince me of God's existence, as a blind man has no idea of colors. So have we no idea of the manner by which the All-God perceives and understands all things. I loved many women, but the best ones have always inspired me to discover them. To myself I am only a child playing on the beach. We vast oceans of that lie, undiscovered before me. They who search after the philosopher's stone are by their own rules obliged to a strict and religious life. A man may imagine as that are false, but he can only understand things that are true. If others think as much as I thought, you'll get similar results. Truth is ever to be found in the simplicity, and not in the multiplicity and confusion of things. The more I study, enter, however, for a long time, I believe in God. I can count the bodies of the corrupt movement but the madness of people. Gravity explains the motions of the planets but cannot explain who sits the planets in motion. What we know is the reference. What we know is the ocean. The truth is always there in simplicity, not in the multiplicity and confusion of things. Whatever goes up must come down. For every job there is always a reaction. For every job there is always a reaction.
Nature is pleased simplicity, and Naturway is no dummy.
We build a lot of walls, and we don't have enough bridges. No great discovery was discovered without a bold idea. All my discoveries were made in prayer. No great discovery ever made it a bold guess. Overcoming difficulties is easier than doubting, in the absence of any other evidence. Only ditch finger that I will be the presence of God. Genius is patience, and to every action the is always an equal and opposite or contrary reaction. Plato is my friend. Aristotle is my friend. My greatest friend is the truth. The best ways to understand this are good examples. The best and free medicine is hunger. He who thinks heartedly will not believe in, but he who really thinks has to believe in God. I consider my greatest performance the freest in my life. To explain all nature is too difficult a task for any one man, or even any one age. If others would ink as hand as I did, then they would. The less money person had, the more his heart is. Truth is offspring of silence and meditation. You have to make the rules, not follow them. Live your life as exclamation her than an explanation.